NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Uses the spin. Shreds the tackle. That catch good for only a couple. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On second down, it's Elliott, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
56. Squeeze down the level. 56.
On third down, Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Forced out to his left. This to Jarwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
Here we go, 46. 56. Mike, 56 right there.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Able to hit his target Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Seahawks 0. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50. Watch the run.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
Second and 11 now.
You. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got one. Good. Check hot route.
Elliott. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, fellas.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Right there, 54, right there.
First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 54.
To the air again. Prescott found his target. It's Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Cowboys.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cowboys 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
They'll throw again. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 22-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Seahawks.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ready?
Now Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Darrell Taylor. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott now. That'll be taken in by Anderson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
For Prescott. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
25-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
from the shotgun again to Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
On the carry.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
I got you, Pop. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You get block me, you get block me, you get block me.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Prescott from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
12 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard. I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Wilson out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Wilson will throw again. And it's caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Complete.
That gain on third down, good for 28. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
To number 16.
Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Cowboys 16. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. On 2nd down, Elliott. And some room to work. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
21. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
He seals Jones.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
14.
On 1st down, Wilson. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more there and another 1st down.
It's a gain of 10.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Seahawks 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing now is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
2nd and 15. Here's Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Wilson to throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. They'll turn to Kamara. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
Cowboys 22.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Hey, Max 50, Max 50. Stay with your man.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Darrell Taylor in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Prescott. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game.